Nobody move. Hello. Ooh, you caught me. Hello. Hi. Laureen is the first one in the chat. Laureen, right? Hey, everybody. You know what's cool? I have 5 thumbs up. There's only 3 people watching. 2 people liked just the fact that we're here. Isn't that great? So I just got home. I got home about 45 minutes ago. And there was cicada drama on the porch. There was a cicada trapped on the porch. And then I've just been trying to get settled. Click. This is on turbo, the AC. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute. It's really loud. I can't get it to go. Hi, Pat. So I didn't move my song sheets to my iPad, so I'll have to click around on my laptop, but that's fine. That's totally fine. How's it going? How's it going? I'm going to stand up so I can click at this air conditioning. Why isn't it responding? Okay. There we go. All right. If you're watching the playback, you can look below in the description box for timestamps for everything. All right. Hey, everybody. I am really glad to be back in a humid place with a body of water nearby. I had a rather dry, hot, stuffy, dusty, earthy traveling trip this week, and just got home, and it is so humid. Oh my God. It's so humid here, but it's amazing because it's also windy and breezy. And I was driving back in at like 8 p.m. and I went by one of the beaches and stuck my feet in the water. Just to stick my feet in the water. So welcome. We are gonna play. What are we playing? Hello, Kalela. Did I get it right? We are playing I Can't Go For That. I Touch Myself. And San Francisco. Okay. San Francisco is kind of the rando from this week. Hall & Oates, I get requests for Hall & Oates a lot, and I've played that Hall & Oates song for a long time, so I decided we should all play it together. Hi, Holly! And I Touch Myself. A friend of mine on Instagram played it the other day and reminded me that I used to play it. I'm like, that's such a crowd pleaser. When you play I Touch Myself. Let's do it. And then a friend of mine sent... actually, I should tell her to tune in when we play it. A friend of mine sent me a link to a Spotify cover of San Francisco, like the hippie anthem from the 60s. And it was such like a refreshing take. Like it was so refreshing to hear it. I've never heard anyone else sing that song. I've only ever heard the version that we all know. And it's such a famous, popular song that I think it gets overlooked. Like you don't actually really listen to the song anymore. When it's one of those songs that really evokes like a time and a place. And I was really like inspired by this cover that she sent me. It was from a movie soundtrack called The Last Black Man in San Francisco. And the guy singing it is the guy who did the vocals for I Got 5 on It, which was a rap song in the 90s, like a hip hop rap song. I got 5 on it. Grab your 40, let's get key. So just all of that together, I thought, hey, let's play that. Let's play that song on the live. That'll be fun. Hi, Rita. Thank you. Okay. I'm settling in. Let's play a little little something to warm up, though. I'm trying to pick something different. I always play kind of the same thing to warm up. Hi, Maria. Coffee, coffee, coffee. Ooh, got coffee and sunshine. I like this chord, these two fingers in the middle. But let's play an easy strum. An A minor. Wait, those don't really go together. This is a G. And just see. G. Oh, it's not G. Middle two fingers. C. YouTube has a movie soundtrack. Yay! I mentioned that we were going to play that last night on Instagram, and somebody said, yikes. Like, this is what I'm talking about. We need to reframe that song. We need to reframe it. It's gotten caught. It's caught in like the historical meme spider web. It's a really beautiful song. I love the bridge. That friend sent me a message and she said, what's the other song that, what's the other song? There's two songs, right? I'm like, no, it's only that one. That's what that song sounds like. We just never listened to it. We never actually listened. It's Sunday. It's Sunday. Bring it up. We're gonna sing a hippie song. We're gonna sing a song about masturbation. Gonna sing another song that's about like stop. Not okay with that. We're gonna sing some Holland Oates. We're gonna play a couple meme songs. But definitely, we're gonna get down and funky. Get down and funky, get down and funky. Okay, Maria, we'll be here. Don't worry. We're gonna get down and funky. Get down and funky. We're gonna get down and funky. Get down and funky. Ooh, don't you wanna get down and funky? Cause it's time to get funky. C7. Suddenly we're getting funky. I have this hair over here. I don't know what it's doing. G7, C7, G7. I'm gonna get a little bluesy. Okay, what should we start with? Let's see. Let's start with I Touch Myself. Let's just dive right in. Let's just dive right in. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Let's play I Touch Myself. I'm going to open it up. Gonna open up my song sheet, yeah. Yes. Wonder whatever happened to the Divinyls. They were a little bit of a one-hit wonder, right? The Divinyls, out of Australia, apparently. I didn't know they were from Australia until I started making this arrangement. So get out your PDF for Touch Myself. Good 13-year-old, I'm going to laugh every time I say it. If you want to access the library, the patrons library, here is the link for my Patreon. And you can get all of the materials for the live. Yeah, for the lives. Okay. And let me see if I can send it to my iPad really quick so I don't have to look at it on my Bing laptop. Ooh. Work. Yay, it worked. Okay. Are those the same Marias or two different Marias? Because that's a little spooky. There's Maria D and another Maria D. All right, it worked. Yay, it's on my iPad. So most of this song, we've got, same Maria, got it. Most of this song, we've got 2 beats for every chord. So you can either just strum down and go on, I want you to love me when I feel down. I want you above me. Because the changes happen pretty fast. Or you could strum it down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So you're playing down, down, up, but you're splitting up the strum pattern. Down, down for one chord, and the next chord, up, down, up. There are a couple places, especially the bridge, that we're sustaining the chords for longer. They don't change as fast, and then you can just play down, down, up, down, up. Let's see. The guitar solo on the song is pretty basic. Basic in the original definition of the word and also the 21st century definition. It's basic. So I did tab it. It's not very well known, but if you, if you're playing it, you want to play a little solo, it's on there. Let me see if there's anything else weird. I don't think so. Let's just play through those verse. Let's play through a verse and a chorus slowly, just doing the down, so you can see how the changes happen and how quickly they happen and stuff like that. Ready? 1, 2. Well, I gotta slower than that. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. I want you to love me when I feel down. I want you above me. I search myself. I want you to find me. I forget myself. I want you to remind me. Let me hold that C for a second. I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. I don't want anybody else. Oh no, oh no. So it's fairly straightforward. It's just that the changes happen pretty quick throughout the whole song, but it's often the same chords, the same 4 chords. Okay. Yes, let's try it. Let's try it. Let's try it. And we'll do. Let's just strum down until the bridge. On the bridge, the top of the second page, then we can do the down, down, up, up, down, up. And maybe just kind of stick with that strum right there. Yeah. Let's do it. We're just gonna play C for a second so we can get in the groove. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just C. Clara. As I say in German, Klärchen, little Clara. 1, 2, here we go. I love myself. I want you to love me when I feel down. I want you above me. I search myself. I want you to find me. I forget myself. I want you to remind me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. I don't want anybody else. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm turning my page. Here we go. You're the one who makes me come running. You're the sun who makes me shine. When you're around, I'm always laughing. I wanna make you mine. I close my eyes and see you before me. Think I would die if you were to ignore me. A fool could see just how much I adore you. I get down on my knees. I'd do anything for you. I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch someone else. I don't want anybody else. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I'm not trying to play that solo right now. I forget how it goes. Let's go to the next verse on the top of page 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I love myself. I want you to love me when I'm feeling down. I want you above me. I search myself. I want you to find me. I forget myself. I want you to remind me. And I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. I don't want anybody else. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I want you. I don't want anybody else. But when I think about you, I touch someone else. I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. I don't want anybody else. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Let's do the chorus again. I don't want anybody else. When I think about shoes, I touch myself. Don't want anybody else. Oh no, oh no, oh no. And you can end like that mysteriously, or you can end on F. It's the resolved, the resolved version. Yay! How could we slow jam this? If you made this a slow jam song, it would probably be like awkwardly sexual. The song's so interesting to me. I think it was such a pop phenomenon because it was so direct. Like there's no tiptoeing around it. It's almost so direct that it's like, is she talking about what we think she's talking about? You actually mean you actually touch yourself? Like I'm touching myself right now, like this. It would be like the loungy version. Ooh, I can put the chorus. I'll put the chorus a couple lines in the Google Translator. Hello in Japan. Hello. I don't want anybody else. So when I think about you, I touch myself. I don't want anybody else. Oh no, oh no, oh no. I just have to do C. Yeah, if you want to slow jam it, B flat major 7 instead of B flat, and a little F major 7. Usually if you just major or minor 7ify anything, it sounds slow jammy. I don't want anybody else, girl. Anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. Oh, I don't want anybody else. Yeah. It was definitely not as raunchy as Darling Nikki. See, he actually said the word masturbate, and that's why people got really uncomfortable. This is like, it's like a kid language. You know, you could say I touch myself and you just mean like this, you know, basic kindergarten language. And when you get really specific, really explicit, you know, Darling Nikki, that song is why we have the explicit lyrics label. Well, I mean, they did when they actually made non-digital music. Yeah. Wasn't it, who was it? I can't remember which politician's wife. Some politician's wife overheard their daughter listening to Darling Nikki, and that put into action legislation that made those explicit lyric labels put on albums and cassette tapes and stuff. Yeah, Tipper Gore. Okay. April, you win. You win the prize. Yay. High fives. Double high five. That's what I thought of. That was my initial thought. But then I was like, was it that? Were they around that long ago? I mean, that was like in the 80s. Okay. Anyway, fun facts about Prince and innovating music. Let's put, I'm just going to put the chorus. I don't want anybody else. When I think about you, I touch myself. In the Google Translator. This was my idea, like just take like 2 lines of a song instead of taking a lot of one song. That was my idea a couple weeks ago, to make it like a more quick song to do, a quick game to do. Not my idea right this moment. That's not how I meant that. Okay. English is detected. You are correct, Google Translate. Good job. Hindi, German, and let's pick something in the like Asian language family over here. Indonesian. Und dann, what's Yoruba? Where does that come from? Does anyone know? Yoruba and Polish, and then we'll go back to English and see what we got. I don't want anybody else. Oh, it's kind of deep. Got kind of mixed up. When I think about it. Yeah, they mixed it up. Wait a minute. When I think about it, I don't want anyone anymore. I touch myself. I touch myself. Oh no. Gosh, that's sad. When I think about it, I don't want anyone anymore. Oh, ouch. Ouch. It always comes back to getting the black. Somebody else asked me about that Black Puma song a long time ago. Let's see. Just checking in. Yes, everything comes back to Prince. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. Good morning, Diane. Hello, Sergio. Always sending hugs. That's nice to have hugs in our chat room. We're going to play. Let's play San Francisco. If you're going to San Francisco. This reminds me, I had an idea. What do you guys think about this? An idea for theme streams. I might sometimes make them famous movie soundtracks. This song always reminds me of Forrest Gump. But that would be like a cool theme stream, right? To do famous soundtrack as the theme stream. And I'm going to try to airdrop it to my iPad again in real time, behind the scenes. There it goes. Okay. So earlier in the stream, I was talking about, Chicago. I'm not sure if you meant the city or the musical, because somebody mentioned they were from Chicago. It'll be not musical, probably not musical soundtracks, but soundtracks that were curated from a bunch of different artists. Like Forrest Gump is one that comes to mind. Forrest Gump has a great soundtrack. Pulp Fiction. These are the ones I'm thinking of off the top of my head. A little bit Left of Center, Almost Famous, but that's like one of my favorite movies. That's why I would do the Almost Famous soundtrack. Reality Bites. Yes, Reality Bites has a really fun soundtrack. This is a time I will say, yes, you can give me suggestions, openly asking for suggestions for movie soundtrack theme streams. Oh, Larry, thank you so much. You know, I was just thinking about the dancing pair, and I wish that YouTube would change the pairs to something else so I can think of something else to sing about. But we love the dancing pair. We like to see him in the chat box doing his thing. I was going to say, if you do want to send a super chat or a super sticker, please send me a few emojis and then I'll improv on the emojis, because we're always going to get the dancing pair and I'm going to run out of things to sing about the dancing pair. Oh, the Blues Brothers. Awesome. You guys, when I was driving the other night, I was trying to do all of my driving before dark when I was on this trip this week, because I don't like driving at night. And a lot of the roads that I was driving on were country roads with they're kind of bumpy in some places and with no street lights, like off and on street lights, depending on who's in charge of the road. If the government was in charge of the road, great. If the little tiny village was in charge of the road, there's probably not lights on it. And there was some point when I hit the road when it was dark. There was one night I had to drive 2 hours in the dark on country roads. It was a bit challenging mentally, but I remember thinking, it's dark and we're wearing sunglasses, hit it, because I just filled up my gas tank. Blues Brothers did not have a full tank of gas. But I'm like, we've got a full tank of gas. It's however many miles to Udon. It's dark and I need to take off my sunglasses, hit it. Blues Brothers reference for you. That reminds me of my dad. Because we used to have a poster of the Blues Brothers with that quote on it. Okay, we're gonna play San Francisco. Ding, ding, ding. Yeah, it was not only, it probably should have only taken me another hour, but it ended up taking me like 2 more hours because then I slowed down as well, driving so slow. And just kind of going, okay, so, everything's fine. Everything's fine. Just keep going along at a steady pace. You'll be fine. So dark, and like driving through the middle of farm fields. In the pitch dark, and then every now and then there'd be like a guy walking down the road. You're like, oh. I don't want to hit you, sir. Why are you walking along the road at night? There's no lights. Oh my God. But I made it. I made it. Okay. San Francisco. All right. This is a nice song because it's down, down, up, up, down, up. It's pretty mellow. You're going to play San Francisco in your club Zoom this week. That's amazing. Yay. Oh, thank you, April. Lifting weights. A pair's got to stay in shape. He's working hard for the money. Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it up. Whoo! Keep it up, keep it up. Keep it, keep it, keep it, keep it up. Dancing to the oldie sweaty pair. That pair reminds me of Richard Simmons. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, there's only a couple places where we split up the strum pattern. In verse 3, the first line of verse 3, the changes get a little bit fancier. This is an interesting part of this song, theoretically. So we've got to change up the strum pattern a little bit. And you can just strum down for those A minor, C, G, B minor chords. So the first line of the third verse, it's on the bottom of page 2, will sound like this. Let me see. People in motion for those who come to San Francisco. Let me do that slower. E minor. For those who come to San Francisco. I like that, the theme of towns and cities. That's cool. I should do theme streams that are general themes too. That's a good idea. Yeah, neat little thing that he did with the changes there that makes it sound more like people in motion, right? We're moving. We are hustling to San Francisco, Scott McKenzie. Let's do it. Let me see. The other weird thing is the outro. And I just noticed, I think, a mistake. at the end of the third verse, I have it notated differently in the chord layout at the top. Let me see which one is right. Summertime, be a loving there. Okay, the D7, I think the D7 is right. Summertime will be a loving there. Nope, it's the G. Okay, so one thing I've got to go back and fix. Verse 3, where it says D7 right at the end, the last chord in the chord structure thingy, that's wrong. I'll change it later. It is notated correctly on page 2 in the verse. It's a G. Sunshine on Leaf. I don't know that one. Okay. So let's play it. Just everyone gather around the G, children. Yep, still gathering around the G. 6, 7, 8, E minor. If you're going to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you're going to San Francisco, you're gonna meet some gentle people there. Let's change the page. E minor. For those who come to San Francisco, summertime will be a loving there. In the streets of San Francisco, gentle people with flowers in their hair. All across the nation, such a strange vibration. People in motion. F, there's a whole generation with a new explanation. People in motion. People in motion. For those who come to San Francisco, be sure to wear some flowers in your hair. If you come to San Francisco, summertime will be a loving day. And then you turn the page, there's this weird outro thing in F sharp minor. If you come to San Francisco, summertime will be a loving day. F sharp minor, A, D, A. Bye, Rita. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that last line. It's A, F sharp minor, and then you go A, D, A. And you can dramatically slow down. So there's this random key change right at the last minute. Yes, same style of changes, different key, same speed of changes. So that's in the original key. If I was doing it, because I sing a lot higher than this guy, I would sing it up a notch. And the cover that I mentioned, wait, let me type it. I was talking about this at the beginning of the stream. So if you came a little bit later, then missed my speech about why I did this song. It's on a soundtrack. There's a cover of it on a soundtrack. The movie is called The Last Black Man in San Francisco. And the guy that sang on the cover is the guy that did the vocals on I Got Five on It, the Loonies rap hip hop song from the 90s. And it's really soulful. It's a really cool, like, soul cover of the song. And I really liked it. So I decided, let's like give that song kind of a reboot. Yeah. And he's singing it, the cover version. This is in E minor or D or whatever. Yeah. D, but starting on E minor. The cover, he's starting on F sharp minor. So it's in E. It's a little bit higher. And he's just like really soaring, zing, right in your ear with these vocals. It's really nice. Check it out. I'd never heard of the film until a friend of mine sent me a link on Spotify. She said this just randomly came up in my like Spotify autoplay or whatever. And she was asking me, what's this mashup? And I'm like, no, that's just that one song. That's what it sounds like. Nobody really notices what it actually sounds like. Yeah, I like that. I like that change at the top of the third verse. It's cool. I thought about putting an alternate key for like female singers at the top, but I didn't. If you're going to San Francisco. Yeah. Great one-hit wonder meme song from Scott McKenzie. Thanks, Scott McKenzie, wherever you are out there. I start with D minor. A little bit lower. There'll be a little bit lower down the scale. A little bit lower, unless you were singing really high. If you're going... If you're going all across the nation. Oh, that's a little bit high. I would probably start on G minor. If you're going to San Francisco. What's the movie about? Clara, what's the movie about? I want to watch it. I think it won Sundance last year, year before, something like that, or it won some film festival. Yes. People in motion. All right, we got one play along left to do. I'm going to send it to my iPad. It is I Can't Go For That. Hall & Oates, mainly about race. That was my guess for sure. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm very curious about it now because the soundtrack was interesting. That reminds me, did you guys hear about the documentary that Questlove produced? And then he won. What did he win? He might have won. I think that film won some awards at Cannes. How do you say it? At Cannes Film Festival or at Sundance, I can't remember. Let me find the name of the documentary. It was about the same year as Woodstock. There was kind of a same festival, but it was all Black musicians. And somebody approached Questlove and just said, we have all of this footage from this festival in 1969. What do you think? and they made a documentary about it, and he won. Let me look up the name. It's called Summer of Soul. It was the 1969 Harlem Cultural Festival. And it was like anybody who was anybody at the time, African-American musicians, Black musicians in the US played at this thing. And like nobody ever heard about it because everyone was talking about Woodstock. And you know, you know how white history is, unfortunately. So all we ever heard about was Woodstock, and there was this other amazing festival that happened the same summer. The Sundance Festival. He won an award for the Sundance Festival, I think. Stevie Wonder, the Staples Singers, Nina Simone, Sly and the Family Stone. Yeah. And some of this footage has been unseen for 50 years. And on that note, I need to get my charger to plug my computer in. Hang on a second. I haven't unpacked. In your hair. Okay, got it. He is doing a new one about Sly. I bet. Hey, maybe he'll just be a documentary filmmaker now. Okay, I got it. Got my thing here. All across the nation, such a strange vibration. All right. Done. Done. Okay, so this, I can't go for that. This is probably the most difficult out of the 3 play-alongs today. This arrangement I made a while ago before I started thinking about things like, could we capo this to play it in the original key? So it's higher than the original key. It's not really capoable. And the original key is a little bit difficult, but I put the corresponding original key chords at the top if you want to play along with Hall & Oates. But I play it, when I played it at gigs and stuff like that, I play it in D. So I just kept my original arrangement. So this is one that I use kind of basic Strum 2 with. But it gets a little bit tricky. So we're gonna start out looking at it with just a down strum so you can see the rhythm of the changes. And then I'll show you how to do these tricky things with the D chords that are in the chorus. But the verse is pretty straightforward. We're doing D minor 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the B flat and the C happen pretty quickly, and I usually play it using the B flat position for the C. You can play it, of course, B flat and regular C, but I like the voicing of the chords. If you use the same shape for the B flat, and then just move it up 2 frets, this is a C. So it sounds nice coming in succession with the B flat. So that second line of the verse is D minor 7, 1, 2, 3, 4. It happens pretty quickly. but we're repeating that little pattern-ish of chords. It's mostly D minor 7, and then the way that you end each line is, it changes up every time, but mostly it's D minor 7. That's how I think about it in my head, so I can remember. Okay, the chorus, the D, D major 7, and D7 at the beginning. Ooh, ooger. You can play it like this, all as bar chords. If you bar the 2nd fret, and you got your pinky on the bottom string of the 5th fret, this is a D. And then to make the D major 7 and the D7, it's doing this like little 1-note walk down thing. You just move to the 4th fret, the bottom string, and then the 3rd fret, the bottom string. So we've got D, I, D major 7, I'll do any D7 that you want me to do. You can play a regular D and use your pinky like this for the D major 7. That's kind of hard though. And then the D7. Or you can make all of the different shapes. D, D major 7, D7. Or you can make it really, really, really easy. Just play D. I do anything that you want me to do. But then it won't sound as much like the original, right? I'm trying to think of how I usually play it. Really, the best one is with the 5th fret D, but that's pretty difficult to do. D, yeah, I'll do anything that you want me to do. But I think I end up doing just the regular D and then this. I can't really remember what I do. I'm just trying to give you some different options because it's a little bit tricky. But that's how you get that really Motown-y Hall & Oates soul sound that they make. But I can't go for that. No, no, no can do that. Let me see. And then the way that I've arranged the ending is just the way that I chose to play it. It's not how Hall & Oates end the song. They fade out in the original production. But they fade out on the chorus bit. I can't go for that, no, no. Can't go for that, no, no. They fade out on that part. I like to end on the I'll do anything that you want me to chorus part. So it's even like you're choosing a different ending to the story. If you want to fade out on the I can't go for that, and that's how you end. Yeah, you can end on D minor 7. I like to end on the I'll do anything that you want me to. So it's like, how do you want the story to end? You're really not going to do it, or you give in. Artistic choices. Let's see. Are you being paid for that? Are you being paid for that? Oh. I mean, they do say I'll do almost anything that you want me to. do almost anything. I just think it sounds prettier if you end on D major 7. And back when I used to play this a lot, I was getting paid to play this song. So I wanted to sound sweet. Let's see. What was I going to say? Okay, this is one of those kind of mid-tempo songs that if you play a basic strum 2, like a funkier strum, a subdivided beat strum, it's pretty fast. If you play down, down, up, up, down, up, it's a little bit too slow for that strum, but you can do it. So I will show you. Well, let's just play it. Let's play it with the down strum. Let's play it with the down strum so you can kind of see how it goes. Yeah. And please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. I think there's been a lot of people in and out this morning, so there's already a lot of thumbs ups. But if you haven't yet, go ahead. Tune this up a little bit. Ooh. Okay. I can't go for that. No. Okay. So we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. G, D minor 7. Hey, Alicia, you're just in time to play. All the notes, all the notes, all the notes. I love Hall & Oates. So just strumming down. Here we go on the D minor 7. 5, 6, 7, 8. Just play D minor 7 for a minute. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8. Easy, ready, winning all the time. Where does it stop? Where do you dare me to draw the line? You got the bad and now you want my soul. Don't even think about it, say no go. Yeah, but I'll do anything that you want me to do. Yeah, and I do almost anything that you want me to do. Yeah, but I can't go for that. No, no. No can do, I can't go for that. No, no. No can do, no, I can't go for that. No, no. No can do, I can't go for that. Can't go for that, can't go for that. I can't go for being twice as nice. I can't go for just repeating the same old lines. You want the body, now you want my soul. Oh no, forget about it, say no go. Yeah, but I'll do anything that you want me to do. Yes, and I do almost anything that you want me to do. Yeah, but I can't go for that. No, no. No can do, I can't go for that. No, no. No can do, no, I can't go for that. No, no. No can do, I can't go for that. Go for that. Oh yeah. I'll do anything that you want me to do. Yes, and I do almost anything that you want me to do. Yeah, but I can't go for that. No, no. No can do, I can't go for you want me to do, yes, and almost anything that you want me to do, yes, and almost anything that you want me to do, yeah, but I can't go for that, no, 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 can do, I can't go for that, no, 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 can do, I can't go for that, no, can do, I can't go for that, can't go for that, can't go for that, yeah. Almost lost it, almost lost the funk. I'll do anything that you want me to do, yes, and I almost anything that you want me to do, yeah. Yay! I will always bring the funk. If you ask me to do that, I will bring it. I just like to start things out pretty easy, simple, straightforward. So I don't want anyone to feel like they can't play something just because I'm doing it a certain way. You know what I'm saying? I want to show you how you can take anything, you can play anything, play it how you're comfortable with it, and then build from there. You don't have to play everything super fancy right away. I love that walk down. This was exciting in the Uke Revolution headlines today. I got a comment from Big Mountain. So the band that covered, that did the famous cover of Baby I Love Your Way, Big Mountain, they commented on my little Instagram video. Yay! Baby I love your way. Celebrity sighting. Hydration station, everybody. Hydration station. I want you to drink some water. Drink some water right now, yeah. Drink almost anything that you want me to do, yeah. But please drink lots of water, oh, oh. Please drink lots of water, oh, oh. Please drink lots of water, oh, oh. Please drink lots of water, lots of water, lots of water, lots of water, yeah. Yay! Oh. Yes. No can do. That's all the play-alongs. Oh man. Oh man, we could play the emoji game for a minute. Slow jam emoji. Emoji slow jam. Send me some random emojis in the chat box and we'll do a slow jam out of the live stream. Oh gosh. Okay. Wait. Don't look now. Ooh, girl. Ooh, thank you, Maria D. We gotten hype. Uh-oh, get hype. Get hype. It's the get hype hippo, but I'm trying to take it. I'm trying to reel it in, slow things down. I know, Jennifer, that looks like something, that looks like a meal that I want to have too, honestly. Like avocado, greens, and bacon. Sign me up. Gonna get hype. Gonna get hype with the hype hippo. Gonna get hype. Hype with the hippo. Hype, y'all. Yeah. Hype with the hype hippo. Hype, 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 hype. I'm trying to get in time with him. His little arms pumping up and down. Hype. I'll tell you what you need to do. I talked about this on Instagram one day. You need to practice subdividing the beat. The harder strums, and if anyone's heard this speech before, then you need to hear it again. You need to learn to you need to practice subdividing the beat. If you know the pattern, it doesn't matter. If you can't, like, if you don't have the rhythm to do the pattern. It's kind of like when you learn a language in high school and you know how to conjugate all of the verbs, but you can't actually have a conversation. It's sort of the same thing. So a strum like down, down, up, down, up, we learn that one first because it's only divided in half. The beat is only divided in half. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, down, up, up, down, up. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 1 and 3 and 4 and. We're only dividing the beat in half. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. For something like basic strum 2, we're subdividing that beat further. So there's twice as many possible down and up strums, and that makes it more complicated. And it makes it more tricky to sustain the beat and like figure out the puzzle of the pattern. So if you can't maintain this smaller subdivision of beat, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and, or it would be 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a 1E and a 2E and a. This really small, faster, subdivided rhythm motion, I'm always kind of doing that in my hand. And that's one of the tips that teachers will give you about more difficult strums, is you're always keeping that rhythm in your hand. Down, down, up, up. Wait, I'm doing basic strum 1. Down, up, down, down. What is basic strum 2? Down, up, down, down. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a. That subdivided beat is a more difficult rhythm to sustain, to keep consistent. And all of those more difficult strums are based on that subdivided rhythm. And now in my playing more, I don't really follow a pattern anymore as much as I'm just keeping that faster subdivision of rhythm. Yeah, it is hard to teach that. I can't teach it. You have to practice. I can show you a pattern. I can show you another pattern, show you another pattern. It doesn't matter how many patterns you have if you don't have good rhythm. And good rhythm comes with practice. Practice, 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 practice. Down, down, up, down, down. 1E and a 2E the tips that I have for practicing subdivided rhythm is words that have 4 syllables. Coriander, 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 coriander. And a lot of like cooler music, funk and hip hop and R&B and soul and stuff like this is based on that subdivided rhythm. Ticky, 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 ticky. Disco. A lot of like disco guitar rhythms are really fast strumming. The kind of stuff like Nile Rodgers does. Coriander, 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 coriander. Stegosaurus, 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 stegosaurus. It's good to find I can't, and the other point that I made when I was talking about, when I was giving this lecture about strum rhythms on Instagram a couple weeks ago, I can't really play with a metronome. Like some people get advice to play with a metronome, practice with a metronome. I find it really difficult to play with a metronome that's just going beep, 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 beep. Look around YouTube or wherever you listen to things for drum tracks. Drum tracks, a song that you like that has that kind of rhythm. Ticky, 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 ticky. I mean, the song that you want to play, whatever song it is you want to play that has the strum that you can't do yet. Ticky, 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 ticky. And you'll start, when you start getting used to that down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, ticky, 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 coriander, coriander, then you can start making up your own patterns, but you don't have to think about it. You won't know what the pattern is. And all of this stuff, information I'm giving you now is like, I'm working backwards. Basic Strum 2 was something I just started doing incidentally. And then I went, well, this is cool for this kind of music, so people might want to learn how to play it. So then I had to figure out how to notate it. And then even more recently found out that it's because of that subdivided beat. Ticky, 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 ticky. So now I know how to like explain it better to you. And the thing is, at the basis of it, you just have to practice rhythm. You have to get better at rhythm. It doesn't matter how many patterns you know. It doesn't matter how many patterns you have written down. It doesn't matter if you can conjugate 100 verbs in Spanish. You have to practice actually having a conversation. You have to actually practice just rhythm. The pattern doesn't matter. If your rhythm is really good, the pattern doesn't matter. Ticky, 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 ticky. Yes, a drum track. Drum track, because the thing is, if I watch somebody else's strum pattern lesson, new strum patterns, the percussive uke thing, it's really difficult for me because it's somebody's telling me exactly what to do and it's maybe not as natural. It doesn't come naturally for me. But if I just kind of make up my own, as long as I'm staying in rhythm, you know. Penny, there is an entire playlist of song lessons for Basic Strum 2. It has about 80 lessons on it. So there is always I am always playing Basic Strum 2 somewhere. Yes, you got to practice it. You got to practice it. Baptism by fire. I really can't, when people ask me strum patterns now, I try to figure out a way just to tell them, like, you need to practice rhythm. It's not that I need to tell you the pattern. That's not it. It's not going to help. I do have good rhythm, but I've also been playing for over 10 years. And I've noticed, even in like the past maybe 2 years, I've noticed like development in my rhythm and in my strum. So it is, I mean, I have good rhythm for whatever reason, learning music all my life, and maybe it's in my blood. It's in my DNA, but it's just practice too. It's really just practice. And there is on the channel, there's a basic strum 2 song playlist, songs that have basic strum 2. So it's always there. Yeah, it's my strum lecture. We got a little more philosophical on that Instagram lecture too. Like rhythm is really primitive. It's written on all of us somewhere. We're all going to have it different. It's really ancient stuff. Like before we started playing anything, before we started singing, we were banging on shit. And we're born drummers. We're born dancers. We have a beat. We're born with a beat. It's there. You got to dig deep and get it. And the rhythm that's natural for you is going to be different than the rhythm that's natural for the next person, because it's written on your genetics, your ancestry. Who was sitting around, which of your ancestors were sitting around the campfire when they were banging on stuff in the quintessential drum circle? That's where it all began. Okay. That's it. Yeah. Just try, I mean, you got to pick at least like 5 minutes of your practice time to just kind of get lost in like playing stuff and following your own vibe, instead of going, okay, the teacher on YouTube said to do this, and then I do this. Like, what do you really do? Babies love banging on things because they just got here. And they're like, what's this? Wow, look at this human suit they just gave me. This is amazing. I'm going to hit stuff. Okay. Rhythm Anthropology 101. Our session for today is closed, everybody. Rhythm Nation. Rhythm Nation. So we're gonna close it up now. Ooh. I gotta get back to my regular life tomorrow. But I'm so glad to be back by the seaside. Thank you for coming by. See my needle. See my to hit the like button. And we'll be back with a bunch of Stevie Wonder. Wednesday night EST. Yeah. If you missed this, you can check it out Monday night on Instagram. Yay! Fun one, guys. Yay, fun. I like talking about some hippie spiritual stuff related to music. Just forget what they're telling you. Forget what you hear on the radio. Dig down deep, just get inside. Say what you feel. Don't be afraid. And I'll see you next time. On the Uke Revolution Live. Yay! See y'all next time. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Bye. Bye.